Hello there. Hope you all are doing great. This video is the extension of the previous video, in which we will discuss the usage of appropriate and exact matches.
An exact match in a lookup function refers to finding a value that exactly matches the input value provided. For example, if a user searches for the value apple in a lookup function, an exact match would return apple as the result. Appropriate match in a lookup function refers to finding a value that closely matches the input value provided. For example, if a user searches for the value APPL in a lookup function, an appropriate match would return apple as the result, even though the input value is not an exact match. This type of match is often used in situations where the input value may contain typos or errors. If you find this useful, let's dive in and practice.
By now, you would have got the idea that what we are going to discuss today in this video. So, in last video, we discussed about VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP functions. Today, we'll be seeing how we can use the match modes like the exact match and appropriate match in VLOOKUP and the other match functions which are available in XLOOKUP. So we'll start with the VLOOKUP. Okay, before that I'll just tell you about the data as well. So today I have taken three different data for the example. Like this one you're seeing is student records for the marks obtained in accounts. Another one will be this is the basic, I have just created based on the example given in the video preview, that Apple example. So I just thought why not just start with the basics. And the last one will be our bonus. Here we'll see how we can just calculate, or you can say look up for the bonus rates based on the sales done by the different employees of a company. So we'll start with the first one, which is Apple. Like I have taken the abbreviation of the name of the foods, like AB for apple, OR for orange, and BAN for banana, and in front of that the name of the person who have bought that particular fruit. So we'll start with the VLOOKUP and we'll see how effective VLOOKUP is in this particular situation. So our lookup value will be the apple, our range will be a whole table, and column we want a second one, and we are going with the appropriate match. See, apple was said, this one for this one it's right. Like if I'll search for banana, okay, again it's giving said as an answer. For orange it's giving Jenny. So clearly we can see that VLOOKUP abbreviate function is not able to identify that abbreviation. So we'll try XLOOKUP. Let's see if it works. This is our array. Then we want result from this particular column. If not found, we want it to be blank. Then match mode, we are taking the second option, John. Got it. The first one was right. Second one also it got right. For third one also it's giving us correct result. So if you are in this type of situation, like you want to look up in this type of data, then you can probably go with the XLOOKUP. The next option we will check for the grades, like marks are here, and based on that we have decided a criteria for the grades of the particular students. So okay, let me take an example. I'll tell you what I'm trying to do in the video. Okay, got it. Let's start with the VLOOKUP. Then lookup table is that particular range. Then we want value from the second column. It should be an appropriate match. Done. See there, that's what I wanted to show. That in previous discussed when we are discussing about the difference between VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP, I told that whenever you are going with VLOOKUP and appropriate match function, the data should always be in ascending order. So let's see. When we will change it to smallest to largest, automatically we'll get the current result. Now let's go with XLOOKUP. Okay, XLOOKUP. This is our lookup range, I mean the values. This should be our lookup array. This is our return array. We want to be black if there is any error. Then we'll go with the first option. Done. See, we got the same results. I'll just explain this, how we are getting this particular. Okay, so for explanation person, see what our formula is telling. I'll open the formulas. Let's put the formula over here. Okay, I'll put it as, I hope it's visible. So the first one is range E2, E6 to E15, which is this one. Then next is we have to go to the grading table, and there we got the A4 to A11 is our lookup array. You can call it as range as well. Then B4 to B12 is our results, and yep, I'll expand it a little bit more. Okay, let me just take it right. Okay, then I hope you can see that right. So 32 is more than yep, so 32 is more than, see here, match mode. I just want to show that. Okay, so we went through the first option as for second option, the exact match, and the next smaller item. So 30, we have 32 in our marks, and 32 is greater than 31 was less than 41. So we went with the smallest value, which was G, right? So we got G over here. F, same case, like it's more than 41 but it's less than 51, so we went with F, right? If we will change it to +1, see, so it will automatically shift to the largest value, if not the exact match, right? So in that particular example, I mean in this particular situation, this would be a wrong approach, I would call it, like, because we want, if it's less than 31, we want the grade to be fail, like see 16, 16, 18, 11, it's giving G, because it's first it will search for 16. If it won't find 16 in the result, I mean in the array or the range, then it will go for the next largest value, which is 31, and in front of 31 we have G as a grade, so that's why it's returning G in this particular situation. So we don't want the next value, we want this next smallest value, right? So we'll change it. Now let's go with the other example that we have. See here, there are 4 employees and their sales performance for the previous month, and this is the system. Like, if someone has done a sale till 30,000, they should be given 5% as a bonus. 31 to 40 would be 6%, then 41 to 50 would be 7%, and 51 to 60 would be 8%, right? Here we can take that second approach, like XLOOKUP. This is our lookup range, right? This is where we are looking for. This is what we want. Then we want it to be blank if there is any error. That's it, done. So quickly I'll just tell you what's happening over here is like it's greater than 50 but less than 60, so it's giving us 8, right? Same goes with the other values as well. See, in this particular situation, if we have any value above 60,000, it will throw an error because we haven't defined that if there's any value which is greater than 60, what result it should show. Just for the sake of explanation, I'll take 61,000. See, it's giving us blank because we haven't defined any situation. If I go here and I'll just put it as 65,000, right? Then you'll see 8% as a result over there. See, so we'll go back, change it to 60,000, and I'll show you the other side as well. Like if we go with the largest value or the smaller one, then again it will throw an error because 11,000 we haven't defined. We have 30,000 is the minimum value in this particular case. If it goes down below 30,000, then Excel don't know what to do, so it just throws an error. And we have given situation like if there is an error, just put it into blank. That's why it's giving us a blank as a result. So these conditions, I mean the type of match mode you have to use, it totally depend upon the data that you have and the your requirement, what you require for your job, or what your data set demands and all this. So it's always advisable, like whenever you are working on the data, just be thorough with the data, like what are the things are there, what are the requirements, and how we can get those results. So that's it for this video. Just go through the examples as much as you can. I mean, if you have, otherwise if you want this sheet, just let me know. I'll send it over to you, and we'll see some extra features of XLOOKUP, VLOOKUP, how we can combine it with different functions to make it more powerful, better, and how it can be used to present data in much better way. Till then, thank you. Bye bye.